What languages was the Bible originally written in? The Bible was originally written in 3 languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. These languages correspond to the different sections of the Bible and the periods during which those sections were written. Old Testament. Hebrew. The majority of the Old Testament was written in Hebrew, which was the language of the Israelites. Hebrew was used for the composition of most of the Old Testament books, including the Torah, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, the historical books, for example, Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings, the poetic and wisdom literature, for example, Psalms, Proverbs, Job, and the major and minor prophets, for example, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, the 12 minor prophets. Aramaic. Parts of the Old Testament were written in Aramaic, reflecting the influence of this language on the Jewish people, especially during and after the Babylonian exile. Aramaic passages are found in the books of Daniel, Daniel 2:4b 7:28, and Ezra, Ezra 4:8 to 6:18, 7:12 to 26. New Testament. Greek. The entire New Testament was written in Koine Greek, the common language of the Eastern Mediterranean region during the Hellenistic and Roman periods. This choice facilitated the spread of Christian teachings across the vast Hellenistic world, reaching diverse populations. The New Testament consists of the Gospels, the Acts of the Apostles, the Epistles, letters, and the Book of Revelation. Approximate timelines. Old Testament. The writings that make up the Old Testament span a considerable period, beginning with the earliest parts possibly written around the 12th to 11th centuries BC, for example, some of the oldest poetry in Exodus, and continuing until the last books were written in the 2nd century BC. New Testament. The writings of the New Testament were composed in a much shorter time frame, approximately between 50 AD and 100 AD, starting with the epistles of Paul and concluding with the Book of Revelation. These languages and timelines reflect the historical and cultural contexts in which the biblical texts were produced, revealing the multifaceted nature of the Bible's formation. Greg Gaines. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, digital missionary, foster parents. Welcome to our family. https://jesusleadershiptraining.com/about us/